Why would Luis? It's a forbidden text.
That's a...
What are you doing here? By who? I don't suppose we could keep my little investigation secret. I'll keep quiet.
What exactly are you...
Ready?
Vector, you're finally at my streams, fam. Where the hell you been? I finished Silent Hill like 4 streams ago. How is Life is Strange? How's Life is Strange coming? Silent Hill 2 playthrough coming. You need to finish it, Vector, so we can have a proper discussion. Life is Strange is so good, but not over yet. Gotta wait for full release, then I can tell you. Okay. How's Silent Hill 2 then? You gotta finish it, fam. 16, 17 hour game.
I told you to run. You're too soft.
Behave now. I'd hate to stick you through that precious throat of yours.
Whereabouts did you get to in Silent Hill? Like, what's the latest part that you're on?
Actually bother to come. The songbird baited the trap nicely after all. I suppose that settles it. The rats were working together. Must be quite a story behind this. But more importantly, time and time again, you dragged my name through the mud. And now look who's the traitor. Oh, I'm going to make this hurt. Hector, come.
Oh, the Nightmare Hospital. Okay, yeah, you're at Brookhaven. At least you're in the Nightmare world, because both of them together make that area really, really long.
Hector? So. Wait, that's your dog?
That's good. Once you get past that point, man. So dope. So dope, man.
And still you tamed it. Gladell, why did you hide such an amazing talent? Isn't taking hostages a bit beneath you?
What? Don't you dare patronize me. You think I don't realize it? I'm not strong, I'm no towering Rassant war hero. All I've got is my wits, damn you. How could I win a rigged game but through foul play?
Foul play?
And now, I'll wipe those arrogant smiles off their faces. I should be the man being served and worshipped. Me, no one else. And yet every time, I watch them surpass me in everything I did. That bastard Luis included. They've been thorn after bloody thorn in my side, but that all ends today. I'll offer you up on a silver platter, and one day, the world will know me as its rightful ruler.
Oh my, you're pathetic.
I told you to shut your damned mouth! Go, Hector! Don't move. That goes for you too, fairy. Unless you'd rather see her pretty little neck bleed.
What do we do?
Right now, all we can do is make it through this. If we're not careful about this, Judah might...
Spectacular! A fitting end for a pack of rats. Get them, Hector!
No. Isn't there anything we can do?
You like that? Who's your king now? I am!
You let your dog do your fighting. You're such a disgrace. He has no
No,
pets
it's
here.
shorter. It's
So
shorter
what's
than
the matter?
the
Are you
first
too
part.
scared to fight him alone?
Luckily.
A duel? Have it your way. Come then. We'll do this right. I am Gladel, and you will kneel before me as your king. So, who are you to me?
I am the one who would save this country!
Well, that worked better than I expected.
This is bad. That guy is near the top of the candidate rankings. That means the royal magic will make him invincible to us.
You have the right of it. You fell for it. She brought you straight to me.
But yeah, Brookhaven's really
Now
deep,
I
really
have
good.
one,
Once you
but I'll
leave
ensure
the
your
Brookhaven section,
suffering is long and
you'll be
painful.
back outside, I think.
See reason. Juna,
This is
take
fucking
my
dope.
side, and my
Trust me, man, you are not ready for the finale
Am I not
of Silent
worthy
2.
of your affection?
You're not
I'm
ready
more of a man than that
for the
bastard
ending.
Louis could ever be.
Over my dead body. I am Juana's sickness. I am no one's trinket. My life is my own to protect, and I will accept nothing less.
What? It worked?
Well, you're not invincible.
Damn you! What's going on here?
Let me help. Your powers have intrigued me from the start. You and your friends. You call it an archetype, right?
What?
I thought as much. Surprising, though. I've written them off as a myth. Not even my sister got close. Still, now that I've seen their power a few times, maybe I can do it myself.
Very well. O lodestar, who wanders in sorrow. O thou anguished traveler who hath borne the weight of parting from the start. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. Thou art the brilliant star that shall illuminate the King's Road. Now, awaken.
Look at me! What you see now is my commitment to my song!
Yeah, but once it's finished, Vected, I'm not gonna play it
My
bit by
voice
bit.
rises from the depths of my heart.
I don't like that release structure. I know why they do it, but I don't like that structure.
How? How does she have the same power? She's just a damn singer!
Never underestimate a singer! Every song is a birth, the weight of a lifetime. I have sung 1,000 songs.
Yeah, it's a
I've
full
known their
game this
power
time,
my
and not
whole
like before.
life.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll look
Whereas
into
all
it then.
you've ever been is a lackey. My music is lost on you. Listen and learn!
Do it! Chew them up!
Have you liked the first 2 episodes though? So far? Have you, like, is it good so far? 2 episodes in.
I see. So this is the power of an archetype. All it takes is a change of mask, and I can be whatever I want. Poetic, really? Especially for me. That's just as well. You can lend me your strength, too.
This isn't the kind of thing you can just imitate. Do you know about this power?
Not much. It's been a while. Now, I hope you've had your fun, because you're about to pay for it in full.
Shut up! Just shut up! I'll crush you with my own hands. A duel, then. You can die together.
Oh, so that's what these masks were. Interesting.
Fine. He wants a brutal fight, and he's about to get one. Let's give him hell!
How's this?
That helped. Coin merchant!
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
So far, I haven't seen choices affect the story in episode 2. But the characters are mostly great, and episode 2 ends very strongly. Okay, that's good.
With me now, Hector!
Ow! This is just what I need! Raging fire!
Coin merchant!
Nice hit! That was
Death to all traitors!
Gale! Hit their weakness! Don't let up now, Judah!
With me now, Hector!
Let me see. Brookhaven. Knight. Historicals. No, you're just under half. You need to finish the other world, Brookhaven, then you're halfway through.
This'll be over soon enough.
This game is longer than the original. But trust me, you're in for a fucking treat, mate.
Watch me!
Howling wind or weakness! Don't let up
Let's
now,
go.
Judah! Nice hit! That was perfect!
Stay strong, Hector!
Mask dancer!
Hit their weakness! Don't
My
let up now,
star
Judah!
is rising! Hector! Damn it! Damn you all!
Don't behold this power! Burn!
You're nothing! Die already!
I call upon a royal soul!
Death to all traitors!
We can do this!
That helped.
Honestly, it's good you're exploring because there are many things in this game you will never see if you don't explore like that. They've added a shit ton of Easter eggs, really cool Easter eggs. You can never have too much healing. And what difficulty you play on normal, right? Normal's perfect. Normal's the perfect difficulty in this game.
Of a mask dancer! Raging fire!
Vitus power! Sorry.
Die!
Yeah, they teased it. And honestly, I really like the new outfit. The old outfit was very much of its time. But she still looks like a D-Lo hooker, stripper in this outfit. When now that I've like had time to
Don't underestimate me.
like experience this outfit for a long period of time. It's still sexy in a different way, so
Watch me! Burn!
Let's go.
Nice hit. That was
I am
perfect.
your rightful king.
Oh! Sorry, my mistake.
You bastards!
Come forth, royal soul. Still up?
This
It
will
looks
be
more
over
modern,
soon
yeah.
enough. Masked dancer. This might be fun. Follow me.
Not like a 90s teen, yeah. Teen Choice Awards, Christina Aguilera.
Maybe something else. Stubborn, hey?
By this power. With healing power.
Thank you.
I
Come on,
am
help me out.
your rightful king.
Behold this power. Raging fire.
Help me.
Dude, Silent 2 remake, mate. You gotta double down now, man. Finish that greatness. So fucking good, mate.
Okay.
Huber couldn't get Life is Strange because he couldn't get. Wait. Huber couldn't get Life is Strange because he's. Oh yeah, financially. He hated the fact that he has to stay away from spoilers for 2 weeks.
I feel stronger.
I give. Please. I'll not say a word about you sneaking in. Just spare my life, I beg you.
What do we do? If we let him run off, he's obviously going to rat us out.
But killing him would give us a lot to explain. Maybe we should work out some kind of deal.
Idiots! It's the oldest trick in the book! Why? What's happening?
They should have, especially he did an interview with them for fuck's sake. Isla or him did an interview with them, and he doesn't get an early copy. That's kind of pathetic.
Breathe. Why?
Is he dead? So the magic protected us. But why now?
Why didn't it protect me during the fight?
What's the
Why
hell?
is there even a death stay in this game?
Dead? You lot kill him.
No! He's the one who attacked us! And then the king's magic did
This
all
makes
that
no
to him.
sense. How is there even a death stay in this game if the king's
Not the
magic
truth of
protects
it.
me?
Oh, he snuck into Count Luis's private quarters. Must have gotten in with all the confusion of takeoff, I suppose.
Right? And why did the bloody thing take off like that? We could hardly believe our eyes.
Oh, well, you know me and my indulgences, boys.
Yeah,
Perhaps
stupid.
I got a bit carried away, but we're in Brilehaven. I simply had to see the night view over the city.
You having a lap?
Anyway,
Who hasn't been talking about
then
Silent 2
Liddell
remake
went
much,
from
man?
crass to
Are they
ice.
reviewing it? Like, what the fuck
That's
is
when
going on
he
with
stepped
the
in
channel,
hell.
man?
Right?
Where's that Silent 2 remake review? The Who will be praising it, talking about it. He hasn't tweeted about it once. What's going on, man? Damn, man. Hubert just jumps from one game to the next, to the next, to the next. I've seen that kind of behavior in people. People who just are so depressed that they need every new game to be peak fiction. Like, and they're toxically positive about everything because they need these games as like like copium or like something. They go down the rabbit hole of just needing these video games to keep distracted. You watching their podcast? Yeah, I watch them. It's just they don't talk about shit that's interesting, man. Like I know they really do give smaller mid-tier games, lower indie games a lot of coverage, but it's just their talking points are just not good. Damiani has good talking points. That's what I like about Damiani. He still keeps stuff I'm interested on that channel. FF, and he talks about FF 14, or he talks about JRPG topics on his show and all that stuff. Or he talks about things that are relevant. It feels like Easy Allies don't care about staying topical or relevant. I was hoping for more than just a fucking 27-minute impressions video on Silent Hill Remake. I thought there'd be a review up, maybe a discussion or something. It's a shame Frame Trap is gone now, Vectored, man. Have you noticed that it's just gone downhill since Frame Trap got cancelled? Yeah, Blood thinks he's hot shit now, man. He was just a forum moderator, for fuck's sake. This role of host has been thrust on him, and he's got no charisma. I'm sorry. Blood has no fucking charisma. Carl Bosman has charisma. Brandon Jones has charisma. He has no fucking charisma. Huber should be presenting. Even Isla has more charisma than fucking Blood, man. Blood needs to... Do you know what? Blood needs to have Gabby's job. Blood needs to be the tweet person. Because Gabby has like 10 times more fucking charisma than Blood will. And that's exactly who Blood would have been if they hadn't hired Gabby and Brandon and Carl hadn't left.
Yes.
Totally. Close call.
Crikey, Lady Juna, I'm sorry. Sounds like you've had a right awful evening.
Hold on. You were supposed to be at the soiree, weren't you? That's a lot of ground to cover, isn't it?
Why? One would think you don't believe us, Fidelio. I'm wounded. You truly doubt me.
Well, no, just...
Suppose that means the rat was Glodell.
Gabby's part of the downfall,
Louis
though.
said we got a
Yeah.
traitor in our midst is all. We came by thinking to catch him.
Is that
Even
so?
Huber's energy's gone, man.
Well, hadn't you better report back?
Huber Hype's gone
Shall we
as
make
well.
what we can of this party
Why has
together?
Huber Hype disappeared?
Your throat
I was
will be
looking forward to
better
a
then,
Huber
Lady
Hype for
Juna.
Silent 2 remake. Discard Frame
Ah,
Trap
yes.
episode from Silent 2
Much
remake.
better.
Sacred
You gave me
Symbols,
such a thorough
Summon
examination
Sign
after
has
all.
way more at Silent
He
2
took
remake
good
talk
care of my
than
throat, my tongue, my lips.
You.
If you'd come a bit earlier,
He needs his
I
mate,
might have asked
yeah.
you to do it.
Really? Hardly matters to me.
Anyway, I'd say this bears reporting. Let's leave the guards to their cleanup and get out of here.
Yeesh, looks could kill. Scary.
So Gladell was our rat, was he? And he's already been executed?
Afraid so.
The two of them were the only ones who left the soiree early.
Yeah, Vector.
Sounds like Gladell overstepped, and Lady Juna and the new lad had to fight him down.
It's just easy allies, man. They need to start reaching out to people, because they at least have connections that Colin doesn't have access to because they hate him. They need to start bringing fucking Ben Starr back on. They need to do these, stay relevant by doing those Expedition 33 fucking stuff. Like, they have no business plan. They will often throw stuff at the wall to see what sticks, I've noticed. Their main podcast is The Draw, one of the draws. Frame Trap was one of the draws, but that's gone. And Huber Hype's gone. The short form content. Because Huber's just completely in a fucking depression spiral.
Or it could have been the other way around.
Sue, right? Dead can't speak, after all, and we've no other witnesses to the scene.
Now hold on.
Gladel was a right prolific candidate. We know the king's magic protected him. Their story goes that he attacked them and got petrified to death for it. If that's true...
But if the king magic was so... I don't understand. Maybe we're more popular than Gladel. I don't know. This king's magic shit doesn't work, man. Monsters should be falling to their fucking knees trying to attack me, the king, man. Stupid. They decided to drop short content, unfortunately. Yeah. Dude, it's like they miss. This is why Huber won't reply to me anymore. I go, where's your Silent content? Where's your reactions to the trailers? Where's your hype? Build the hype for your community. A game that you and I have been looking forward to. One fucking 27-minute impressions video, and we never hear about Silent 2 again. No review either. Nothing. They haven't even been talking about Metaphor. They haven't even fucking been talking about Metaphor. They're always 2 months late on everything.
The boy'd have to have the stand-in for it.
They need to let Huber off the hook, man. They just gotta let we're shine up Easy Allies, man. Huber, go find your peace. Go live your life now, man. Instead of me tethered to this dying fucking channel.
That fact is no longer in question. I received a report a short while ago. They say your face has emerged on the King's Rock. It appears
Ben
your
was the
stance
Atlas
for the
fan.
Sanctuess
Yeah.
some renown.
Shit, man.
Hey, good for you, pup.
And that's how the magic got to Gladel.
One wonders what you stopped Gladel from doing. What was he after there?
Yeah, who knows? We were hardly in a position to ask.
Why is he saying there? He means here, doesn't he? This was the room that we came to.
Wonder if he was on old Forden's payroll.
Like, it is such a painful people. They're painful people to like Easy Allies. It's like they do all the wrong things. They just don't lean into their strengths. Plus, they don't just have the talent they used to have, man. It's not the same. It ain't the same.
Nah. He'd been at that monk Godot's neck since the race had barely started. Tried to snuff him out in the wilds too, not anywhere he'd have had an audience.
No matter. Forden has been kind enough to whip the people into a frenzy over this race. I'll step in and reap what he so graciously sowed. From here on, you will serve as my eyes and ears.
Understood.
Let us see what scheme Forden devises for the next task. Until then,
Kyle is so chilling
you may
on his
take
own,
your
just
ease
fine.
in this-
Exactly. At least Damian is committed, man. Even long distance, he's consistent. He's always there. He's got no excuses now to not be on the panel, because he was weirdly absent for so many of these live panels. Yeah, he probably feels like he will fade into obscurity without Easy Allies. He is Easy Allies. Brandon Jones is just the voice of game trailers. Take him or leave him. Carl Bosman has like deals with Jeff Keighley to like write for the fucking Game Awards and stuff. He's got gigs going on. But Huber is Allies. Nobody knew who Ian Hink was or Isla Hink was. Blood was always in the background. Ben Moore, great writer, always in the background. Bradley doesn't have charisma, but he's just a cool, chill, down to earth dude. Huber is Easy Allies. He is the face of Easy Allies. He's like the mascot. He's got that infectious enthusiasm.
Oh, out with the rubbish. Might I promote him to the role of my chauffeur?
Are you serious?
Is it so strange? He does have his own gauntlet runner. In fact, I'd better go make sure it's up to my standards.
Let her do as she pleases.
What's wrong, Del? Looking a bit green around the gills.
Gladel was an ambitious man, yeah, but is that enough to justify him looting Count Luis's personal quarters? What was in it for him? All right.
I don't know. He could host interviews at gaming
Sorry for
conventions.
barging
Yeah.
in. A bit late for introductions, I expect.
Huber has more charisma than Jeff
You
Keighley.
haven't told them about me.
Huber could go far, but he's just too down in the dumps right now, man.
I can't tell them what you haven't
And
told
he's
me.
broke, so he can't take flights out to LA or wherever it is.
So, can I assume that you are one of us? That is, we too stand alongside Count Luis, but how to say it?
I think you and I were after the same thing in old Luis's room. You really weren't told.
Bradley's has a new lease of
Don't tell
life.
me.
You
You're
know,
the
so it doesn't
other
matter
agent
where
Grace
Huber
mentioned.
goes,
Grius.
people will follow.
Is he the one who died at the Grand Cathedral? I'm sorry. They kept the finer details confidential, so I never really
The
knew
office
who
is
the
a
other
money
agent
sink, yeah.
was.
Look how many people followed Bradley to Sacred Symbols. And it's one of their top performing shows, Sacred Summon Sadness. Huber being like on min-max every couple of weeks isn't doing it for him. It's not doing nothing for min-max. Huber needs to be under a banner, secure banner, have his own full-on show, not be a contributor or a guest. Even fucking Jaffe, who doesn't get views compared to his notoriety, is trucking along, keeps his own thing going.
But I understand the objective well enough. The curse on His Highness the Prince can't be lifted by conventional methods. So we either kill the caster or get the formula.
I see. So you and Grius were the two prongs of the operation. You get the formula, he hunts the caster.
Ever since the King's magic made it impossible to kill Luis, I've been ready to meet up with a new contact. I just wasn't expecting one so young. If I hadn't learnt the fairy messenger's name was Galahad,
Honestly,
I'd never have
if
realized
Huber
it was
could
you.
put his pride aside, his left-wing pride aside, being the toxically positive guy aside for once, he would thrive on Summer Sign as a co-host on Summer Sign. No, I would watch every episode, exactly. Look how much energy Brad alone has brought to fucking Sacred Symbols. Cog and Brad, the two new additions.
I'm pretty shocked myself. I never figured the big
Colin
famous
knows how to pick
songstress would
talent.
be on our side.
That's his fucking gift. He
And
may be a dickhead.
I thought
He
you
may
and
be a dickhead
Luis
to a lot of
were-
people, but he knows how to pick talent.
You were his...
His lady love. God, no. I wouldn't be caught dead in that madman's quarters unless it was to rob him blind. No. Luis keeps me close because he likes my voice. That's all. He made the lines of that relationship quite clear, with no room for messier entanglements.
I think that clears up your place here. But I have to say, you're risking a lot for a side job. Why go to these lengths when you've so much to lose?
At first, it was just coincidence. I tend to find myself in honored company, and I happened to be around where a resistance operative was doing a spot of recon.
So, in sooth, you were strong-armed into this?
Problem is Huber loves that. Yeah, that's true. That's actually fucking true. They're tight, yeah. They have big chemistry. They have that chemistry. They're in their fields buddies. They're always up in their fields kind of buddies. Damiani's jokes as well. Huber's Uber's always laughing when Damiani's saying stuff. So yeah, I don't think he could go without Eiler and Damiani.
What? No, quite the other. I requested to join. When fate beckons, one can't just turn her away. A singer's whole self is built off all she experiences. This seemed like a chance for a once-in-a-lifetime inspiration for my art. And nobody else had a plausible way or reason to get close to Louise. So, you could say our interests aligned.
All that just so you could grow as a singer? You really are devoted, and fearless to boot.
Oh, he followed you on Letterboxd and Twitter. Nice, yeah. Same. I gave him my Letterboxd. I think he just went through my friends list. Maybe he followed Ryan as well.
On the line for, that's all. You all have something like that, don't you? A devotion that anyone else might see as
He watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the first one, because of my recommendation yesterday. Vectored that geo greatness.
The girl's bold as
Oh yeah. You didn't know. We're talking again. I jumped on voice chat with him. He actually unblocked me. Somebody told him to patch things up. Or not. Somebody told him. I told him. You saw the video. Right? Yeah. So yeah, he patched it up, and I thought it was bad for him. Sonia blocked him everywhere. Vectored. Sonia stopped talking to him, blocked him everywhere since she got a boyfriend, because the boyfriend doesn't like him for some reason, which is stupid. Who wouldn't? Who'd be intimidated by Gio? You know what I mean? So I felt bad, man. Thought, let's clear the air, man. It's such a stupid thing to, destroy a online friendship over. So.
Well, half of it might be because of my birth. The Midia girl's got to be bold to step out into this world at all. Though it's hard for most people to understand why. Singing is everything to me. To truly stir even a single soul, I'd take that over 1,000 of the church's accolades. Well, anyhow, that's what's going on with me. I'll stick close to Luis for now so he doesn't start suspecting anything. Any objections? Captain?
We'll be counting on you.
I knew you were the sort of man who knows what to say. Glad to meet you as a proper comrade. Gets your heart going, doesn't it?
Well, didn't see that coming. But I guess we've got another ally now. Our journey looked pretty precarious at first, but it's gone surprisingly smoothly. I'll do my best to help too. Let's see this through.
But he finished Resident Evil 7 and the DLC as well yesterday, which is dope. Get into them games. Fuck them jealous boyfriends. One of my closest chick friends stopped hanging out for the same stuff. But I'm 50-50 on this. But I'm not 50-50 on it when it comes to other people. I do understand men can be very jealous and possessive of their female friends having boyfriends. It's natural. If I had a girlfriend and she had boy mates, I'd be kind of jealous. It's just in our nature. But the thing is, because I'm from a different culture, that would never fucking happen. But for you guys who are all about like free mixing and friendship and stuff, then I do see your point that it is kind of annoying to destroy a bona fide, genuine friendship. That's only a friendship and nothing more. We called each other cousins, exactly. So that's what friendship. It's fucked up that someone could so easily throw it away. What they choose to do is up to them. I'm not judging, but to so easily throw away that sort of bond over some dude, another dude that just walked into their life, is kind of sus and questionable. You know what I mean?
Gotta get back on track. Anyway, Welcome aboard, Juna. Oh, right! Let's decipher the formula we found. Hopefully we can finally break the curse.
It makes you wonder just how much they valued your friendship. They threw it away so easily.
Blueprint, but this formula leaves me a tad glazed, what?
So I blame the boyfriend less than I blame the girl, Vector, in your case. Yeah, shame you had to deal with it. But Gio knows how to brush things off and move on, so it's good where he's at right now.
Actually, Grace's notebook mentioned a Rella in the margins. Seems like he had it in mind to bring it to her.
Rella? The girl they call the Saint?
Saint Rella. Indeed, she would be the most qualified. After the attack on His Highness, we sent for the kingdom's best healer. It was she who answered our summons, and she who saved His Highness from certain death.
Hold on, the best healer in the kingdom? That attack was over 10 years ago. That so-called saint looked...
We knew she was a girl who got told what to do by a boyfriend in the past. Boyfriends in the past. Okay.
About my age.
So I guess it's fate then. Foregone conclusion.
Rella was a prodigal talent. One of the most gifted at the Mage Academy. Even as a child, she outclassed her teachers with an igniter.
Wait, you know her?
I'm afraid she's a bit out of our reach now, though. She left a while ago to return to her work at the royal capital. We couldn't manage such a trip under Luis's gaze.
Well, a trip to the royal capital would hardly put us out. We'll just pip over with a bit of magic. No, really, it's dashed convenient.
There are some conditions, but we could travel instantly to a few specific places.
Well, no sense waiting. Let's be off.
I have no idea.
All yours.
I'd assume he did, yeah, Vector. I'd assume he did, yeah.
You actually did it! We're at the royal capital! Wait, how did you do that?
Don't shout in the streets, would you?
How can I not? Do you know how incredible this is? What are you people?
Hey, look! Isn't that the songstress?
It is! It's the Lady Juna! Oh, I've always wanted to shake her hand. Oh, hell.
The price of fame. If word gets out that you were seen here, it'll be hard to explain yourself later on.
Rella works at the church on Main Street.
They've lined them up in order of size. Vector, look at the screen. They perfectly lined them up in order of height. Just so you'd have an idea about the stature of races. June looks like a porcelain doll. Yeah, she does. Her race, Nydia, had those eyes. Those doll eyes. And pale skin.
You know your way around, eh?
Wait, this Rella's a world-class healer, and she's working as a local doctor.
Is that uncommon?
Igniters are not known for their use in healing. Indeed, 'tis a virtually impossible feat, often reserved for the nobility. I'd have expected Saint Rella to serve the court only.
If she turned down that prestige in the name of helping the common folk, then I suppose she really has earned her saintly titles.
Come on, let's hurry on.
What do you make of all this, Captain? If we ask her to decipher the curse, we risk exposing our identities and our aims. Do you trust her?
Let's meet her first.
A fair thought. We need not be so reluctant.
If you say so. Then let's get on.
Let's hurry.
Okay.
What now? What now? All right. Where to? What now?
Okay, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Good. I'm still getting stronger. I found new power. Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Holy shit, we got 5 people in my party. 1, 2. Nice. Stroll should be up front. I am falling, I am fading.
What am I gonna do?
Where's that from? Vected. It sounds familiar. Where's that from?
Just a sec.
I can't believe it's stupendous. Close your eyes.
Let's go.
Where is it from? I am falling. I am fading.
Terribly sorry. Putting some elixirs away. Be with you in a moment.
This is the gift you posted, Duvet song. Oh, I see. James after he gets Mary's life insurance check. I only know it as the meme. I don't know about the music that they put to the background of it. But somebody remade that meme with the modern graphics. Yeah. They remade it with the modern graphics. So they decided to remake models for James and Pyramid. Yeah, I love it.
Hello, how can I help you? Juna!
Long time no see. Sorry for all of us storming the place.
And you're the one who was at the exhibition.
Right. Now that you all know each other's names, Rella is my older sister. Adopted sister, that is. Her family took me in. Though don't spread it around. The public doesn't know, and we don't know who tried to exploit it.
It's been forever, Juna. I'm so sorry. I really was planning to meet you after the opening ceremony.
I understand. You were attending to Sanctifex Forden until Brylehaven. But that's wonderful. Such deft social climbing even puts Father's efforts to shame, eh?
Oh, social climbing. Glad to make your acquaintance. I am Rella Cygnus. I'm a healer. But somehow, I doubt that's why you're here.
Oh, they made the music themselves? Okay. Okay, so first question, is the music good though? Vected. First question to someone who's played the first 2 episodes.
Actually, there's something we'd like you to look at.
Where did you get this?
I know it's asking a lot, but could you share anything?
It is.
you
I want to
know?
listen to it outside of the game.
Without
Okay.
asking too many questions?
That's a good sign then.
I've seen something like this before. I'd never forget. Objectively speaking, the magic involved is a direct inversion of a healing spell, popularly known as a curse.
I suppose that stands to reason.
So what's the genre of music they use in this? I know the genre of music they used in Life is Strange 1 was for that generation of people. So what's the kind of tone, genre of music they use in Double Exposure now?
Pardon the late introduction. I am Hulkenberg, a Knight of the Crown. As you may have guessed, that is the formula to the curse that slew His Royal Highness, the Prince.
Hold on.
The death of His Highness was a tragedy, one I would see repaid in full. As his royal guard, 'tis my duty to punish the treasonous snake responsible. Then, surely, the man who penned this was Luis.
Look, what happened at the exhibition? We were trying to get closer to Louise. You're a holy woman, so I couldn't ask your forgiveness. But if you could at least understand.
The Lady Joanna's penitence was sincere. To hear her, I thought it must be so. It was Forden who chose such a terrible punishment. That was what scared me.
Oh, Rella.
But I'm a bit relieved. I heard rumors Luis had swept you off your feet
House
and
in
you've been hanging
D,
on his
etc.
arm
Reminiscent of
since.
the older
I
games.
worried for
Okay.
you so, Juna. I see now I needn't have given it a second thought.
Of course. I am Juani's Cygnus, and my life is...
Yes, your life is your own, I know. Just make sure you're not causing trouble for everyone else. I suppose this is another dramatic and risky gesture? Like when you ran away from home in a frenzy of passion, declaring you'd take the stage or die trying.
No! Well, sort of. Maybe, yes, but... Oh, you didn't have to put it like that.
I've looked over the formula. From what I can tell, this spell's effects are enduring. As long as the magic's source continues to exist, the effect shall never fade. The trouble is, while most curses simply consume the magic released in the moment's casting, this one is designed to perpetually draw on the magic of the caster.
Max and Chloe lesbian fans are upset. Why? Does she have a relationship? Is she in a heterosexual relationship? Oh, it says they broke up. Okay, I see. Love it. Love it. Love it. So how do they handle canon then, Vector, if that's the case? How do they handle a singular canon? Which choice was canon then at the end of... Was a combination.
So as long as Luis lives, it doesn't matter where his victims run and hide. Sounds just like him.
But I'm afraid even if His Highness
She
still
either
lived,
died or they broke up.
I
Okay.
don't think anyone could have broken the curse using this.
Yep, that's gonna piss him off.
This formula isn't complete. It's a mere outline, clearly jotted from memory. I couldn't tell you how to lift the curse from this alone. What? Then I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
So Max in this game, is she tied to anyone? Is she tied to another woman? What's the deal?
No, you've done plenty. Especially since we're the ones who sprang this on you.
Pardon me, young man. May I say one last thing? You're a friend of hers, aren't you? Please, keep Juna safe.
You start the game being told to flirt back towards you. Wow, the shippers definitely will be losing their mind.
Of course. I'll do what I can.
Thank you. She can be reckless sometimes. I'll be here for the foreseeable future. Any friend of Juna is welcome here, so stop by any time you like.
The curse is impossible to break?
Good riddance.
Did I miss a funeral? I've never seen you lot so gloomy.
What do we do now?
They should have got over
Is
her.
to take down Luis himself.
The impossibility of that is precisely what led us here, Stroll.
Technically speaking, the Chloe death ending is the best ending. It's the greater good, basically. Sacrifice the few for the many. So they should have got over her after they got that ending, to be honest.
Plenty of assassins have come for Luis, but the king's magic works every time. They all died frozen in agony.
Even if we could fight him properly, do we stand a chance? The man's an unparalleled master of both martial and magic arts.
This might be the end.
Still, we have to stop Luis, no matter
He has
what.
to become king.
The royal magic's not an absolute shield. It cost Gladel his life. We've just got to maintain the trust we've earned from Luis, and eventually we'll get our chance.
For now, he told us to wait until the race's next task is announced.
But
then we'll have to do
those
just that.
people were catered to with official lesbian
I'm
comics.
pooped from all this brain
Wait.
I can use a break in the Gauntlet Runner.
Official lesbian comics? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You have enough beds to accommodate this many people.
Yes, as much as they grumble about cramped quarters.
Apologies. 'Tis hardly accommodation worthy of a diva. And I confess the ride itself is often jarring.
At the very least, I'll be happy with a bath. You have a room for that, I trust?
Right this way, milady.
Well, no point getting reckless now. Let's think about this some more tomorrow. By the way, what have you been doing all this time?
Yeah,
Yes?
they released comics for the Chloe choice. Oh
Been having
my
a good old ponder
god.
ever since I saw Lewis's Skyrim.
So this isn't the fans' fault then.
Always been my
They encouraged the fucking fan base. Sorry, they exploited the gay fan base.
magic levitatory.
This is all Dontnod's fault then, for encouraging the audience, and now new developers come on. They're like, yeah, we're not doing that shit no more.
But then in you come with this teleportation. Made me start wondering if there was any valid point at all to my flight theory, what? A long while back, I did a flight experiment to prove my theory was sound. Failed spectacularly though, and got myself all crunched up in the process. I was still in bed, midway through my convalescence when they told me I was to be demoted.
Well, the gays want to kill them. Dude, these gay fan bases do themselves no favors, man. They do themselves no favors. Like Jennifer Coolidge. Now the gays are trying to kill them. Yeah. The gays turn out to be the bad guys. And then the gays want to kill her. I love that scene. That's my favorite scene from season 2. Coolidge being this angelic figure in the water. It's a hilarious but beautiful death at the same time. She's just floating like she's an angel, like in the water. it's a perfect way for a character like her to go. Really wondering what kind of plot threads it will continue into season 3. Coolidge's plot was overarching over 2 seasons. I wonder if they'll go into those the bald gay guy that scammed her. I wonder if he'll turn up at that resort.
So you just gave up?
Hardly. It'll take more than that to stamp out my fires, chum. I've known my place was in the sky since I was a schoolboy. Between us, old boy, my flight theory's complete. Principles are sound and tested. All that's left are the practicals, incorporating it into the gauntlet runner. But ever since that accident, I suppose I've been afraid to move forward with it. Afraid of failure. You and the rest of our merry band are risking your very lives for the prince. And here I sit moping,
Oh yeah, she was in the trailer. Yeah, she's gonna be in season 3, that's true.
The way I see it, your teleportation can only take us places we've been. If we want to see new horizons, we'll need to take to the skies. It'll take time, no doubt, but I'll put my very soul into it. No shortcuts, and when I fly, I'll do it my way.
So? Time for bed.
What now? Alright. Where to? What now?
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Juna joins my party at level 34. I'm gonna miss her though, she was my favorite. Yeah, Jennifer Coolidge was, even though she wasn't as funny, she held it down towards the end of that arc when I found out where it was going. I think if I rewatch season 2, I won't mind that she's not as funny because the arc is actually so dramatic. But this show needs a character like her, a memorable, funny character. Like an older person.
I see. Fascinating. This right here, all right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Problem is finding someone like her would be hard since she was naturally out funny. Yeah. It's just, she was always fun to have in the season. They really need to find a way to bring her back somehow. Maybe they'll bring her back through spiritualism this season.
I knew I could do it!
The director couldn't find anyone else to fit, so he just ended up getting her. I hope she gets other roles then, equally funny roles.
All right then. Sure.
Good night.
Oh, good. You're still awake. What's the matter?
Something on your mind?
No, not in particular. Once we're back tomorrow, I'll sneak the formula back into Luis's room. Even if he suspected us, he'd never work out that we got to the capital and showed it to Rella in a single night. He won't find out about our mission. You know, I'm a bit surprised. I thought I was fine doing all that infiltration at Luis's place. Turns out I wasn't. Finally having others who know the truth, and having gotten to see my sister. I didn't realize how exhausted I am, and you personally saved me from danger back there. I'm terribly grateful to you. You're lucky, really. I'll have you know I'm rarely this candid. That's the forbidden text you mentioned in Luis's room, is it? I've seen him reading it from time to time. What's it like? Can I read a bit of it? The prevailing culture of the world is one of freedom in all things. No faith, fealty, or philosophy enforces ideology. All are free to create, and all are free to embrace those creations. This culture's influence spreads throughout the world. It is even said that a song of peace was powerful enough to bring an end to war. Oh, how inspiring. It's hard to imagine that a single song could be so influential. I wonder what the world would be like if a song really could reach all people's hearts. No matter their status or tribe. We Nydia, we're all liars, you know. Everyone told us we were inherently worthless. Just a fact of our birth. So I learned some glamours to make myself at least look valuable. This form. It's all just a fancy disguise, really. A gilded mask for the world to admire. Or not. No, do forgive me.
She also looks like the Alice persona. Yeah, she
I don't
does.
think it's necessarily a good
Very
idea
much
to
so.
reveal yourself entirely.
Maybe this is Alice's backstory.
If these new powers are to give form to my ideals, I want to create a world where we can appreciate each other's freedom. I'll make sure everyone hears that in my songs. No matter what happens.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Apparently, the Dick chariot is ridden by the elephant,
Now,
the Giramelka demon persona.
challenge. Let's find out where our
So that big giant elephant with the tusks with one eye, he's supposed to ride the chariot.
20 candidates with the current highest approval on the King's Rock will be the only ones to proceed. All others will be disqualified. I'd say the results of the exhibition are sure to have spread by now. Let's have a look at the standings, shall we? In first place, the undisputed
So he's a dick, right?
Bane of sea monsters and
Yes.
savior of the people, our very own
He's a dick rider. Completely antithetical
Traitor Louis in second,
me.
despite not actually being in the race. But in third, we have the warrior monk captain, Master Guido. Furthermore,
in the end, everyone but Luis is just representing the Sanctus Church.
What's your point? I dare say that's a relief. We'll finally be done with all this chaos. A return to normal.
That's a favorite anime.
Normalcy. Funny
Hey,
how it's
Gio, what
the
up, man?
rich who miss how things
My
used
nigga
to be.
Gio is here.
But now Count Luis has the people behind him. He'll save the common man.
yes, we're all keeping
Gio
our
finished
ears up for a
RE7
response from
greatness.
Luis's faction.
Love it.
But we do have one standout who's
Definitely one
seen
of
a
the
stunning
best modern
jump
Resident
in
Evil games.
popularity since the exhibition. The lad responsible for exposing the sins of the sanctuaress
Texas
Joanna,
Chainsaw, yeah, I'm gonna watch your
founded
reaction
Human Slayer.
later
Yes,
tonight,
it's
I
the
think,
young elder.
along with a rewatch of Texas Chainsaw. Did you like the movie though, Gio? What did you think of the movie? Your overall thoughts? It's a damn good movie. It's a damn good movie. But wait till you watch The Return.
Right, wasn't expecting that one. Nameless to famous in a single night. Just like that, he's in the top 20.
I may have said it was a 9.5 at the end. It's now 9.10 after doing some thinking of a few things. Yeah, 9 out of 10 is still good. It's a very influential movie.
Oi, crier man, where's the windbag? The one what acted all high and mighty.
But you can see the obvious influences in RE7. Well, Grandpa in a wheelchair and Evelyn in the wheelchair, just sitting there. Scary as controlling everything. Scary as shit in a few parts, yeah.
Who? Oh, right, that Gladel or something. No sign of him, probably saw the writing on the wall and dropped out.
So it really was all talk then? The disgrace to the Russon, hiding his inadequacy behind Luis's authority.
Jump scare right before Franklin gets killed. Scare the hell out of me. Yeah. The scary thing is that you're in a house that you're so unfamiliar with, and Leatherface is a big hulking guy who's hard to miss. So being so sudden, like coming across him so suddenly, and killing, that's the scary thing. Jump scare much better than 8. Yeah, 8 is just it's a game that's Resident Evil in name only. It's just all over the place. It has some really great moments, got very low moments. 7's way better than 8.
But the boy candidate isn't the only one in the spotlight. We've a rising star by the name of Katharina. Some big ideas, that girl. I hear she plans to put a price on every wealthy head if she takes
good
the
observation.
throne.
And what's wrong with that?
Very intentional,
If they're
that was.
sitting on most of the kingdom's money, they can afford to hire a little extra security every day. Let them sweat it out.
Now here's a surprise. We've got a Mastari candidate still in the running. And my sources say they hail from, well, Verga Island!
A pagan island, eh? But they're filthy barbarians. Besides, nobody could compare to Lord Milo.
The final roundup's actually looking pretty diverse. We're just about ready to announce the next leg of the race.
Good thing I didn't eat before to that film. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And that's the bell! Thank you for waiting, ladies and gents. It's time to begin the second round of the tournament for the throne! First of
The scene where the grandpa's trying to hit the hammer on the head is really, really tense as well. They're trying to put the hammer in the granddad's hand to bash the over the head. At the end, love it.
No sign of Luis. Even if he does plan to take over, suppose he's still not eager to play by their rules.
Took on with the razor blade finger cut. It was an actual cut, yeah.
I heard some nobles say she had a job suddenly come up. Better that the audience doesn't see her with us, anyway.
Now, at long last, we are ready to announce their next challenge. This time, the task for the candidates is recovering and offering a divine relic!
What? A relic?
Don't worry, we're happy to explain everything.
Yeah.
You'll not want to forget this.
He did Salem's Lot in '79. But yeah, Tobupa was legendary back in the day. He did some bad movies afterwards, but '70s, '80s were his decades. You should watch Salem's Lot. It's a two-part TV movie. It's a two 3-hour movies. It's amazing though. Yeah, Poltergeist as well.
To tell us more, please welcome to the stage our guide, our songstress, the lovely Lady Juna!
Her sudden obligation revealed, I suppose.
Chosen heroes, your next destination is Altaberry Heights,
There might have been,
capital
yeah.
of the Principality of Montario. You are to gather there by the deadline, with a divine relic in hand to offer the Sanctus Church. Tragically, there are still heathens in this land who choose to reject Sanctism. They care nothing for salvation. They cling to strange idols, calling them divine relics, believing them gifts from their eldritch gods. But their rituals are unstable, and their relics just primitive magic tools. It is time we put an end to this misguided witchery. Take these relics from the pagan's grasp and bring them to the birthplace of Sanctism, Altaberry Heights, in Montario. Please deliver them to their rightful place in God's hands. May all
Oh yeah, you're right.
be blessed with good
It wasn't no
fortune and
curse
the
or anything.
favor of God. I
People used to say that a lot on set, curses and stuff.
What a real presence before a crowd, doesn't she? Positively plucks at your heart.
Focus, Iceland, focus.
By the deadline of the second round, Altaberry will begin the festivities for the autumnal Montario Saints' Day. This two-day event kicks off on Saints' Day Eve, with the main celebrations on the day proper. And this year's event will be historic. His
Wait,
Eminence,
the main child
Santa
actress
Festorian
died.
will be personally sealing
Fucking
the
hell,
collection of
okay.
the pagan relics.
It's just a coincidence, man. There needs to be a trend to call it a curse. But maybe they were fucking with the dark arts, but they shouldn't have. Tempting the dark arts. Also, the sister was choked to death by her boyfriend. Fuck it. Interesting. Is there some documentary out there for Poltergeist Vector that you've seen or something? I'll check it out. I'll rewatch the movie first, then I'll check it out. I guess it all went downhill after Poltergeist for Tobupa.
To celebrate, the songstress Juna will be dedicating a ceremonial song. You won't want to miss this, folks. Now, ladies and
Watch the
gentlemen,
movie, then watch YouTube. It's okay.
let the second round of the tournament for the throne be...
What year is Poltergeist? What year is Poltergeist? Is it 80 something? 81, 82. What year was that film?
They're unabashedly ordering them to steal relics from pagan land now. That's plunder. They would steal our very culture.
82, that's it.
That candidate's a Mustari. Small wonder he's so aghast. Forden's stooping to a new low.
What new low?
By and large, the Mustari are a pagan people. Their relics are cultural touchstones, vital to their hearts and faiths. And Forden's just ordered us to loot them as we please.
But in our case, we won't even know what we're doing until Luis gives the order.
Either way, we're bound for Altabury. It's further east. We've a long trip ahead of us.
82, I'll rewatch that as well when I watch off to Texas.
Crown theocracy. You'd think they'd ask me a little sooner than the morning.
There's been a bunch of stories about cursed
Put on a hell
projects.
of a show for him. Lady Juna, Count Luis has sent for you. And you lot too, I suppose.
Looks like our first job's come in. These men have me running all over. We're back, Lord Luis.
Funny, isn't it? Since the Gladel incident, you've been inseparable from this gang.
Well, one has to keep one's chauffeur in line, don't you think?
Hey, heard you got a gig at the Sanctus Festival? Good on ya.
Thanks. Though I don't
Yeah,
know
don't
if
worry
it's
about
worth
tonight, but definitely watch it soon. So you can
Seems to
compare
me
the two.
it's to keep Lord Luis in check.
It's one of Matthew
Putting me on
McConaughey's
stage
best
the whole time might
performances.
keep you from crashing their Saints' Day party.
And if we
It's
try anything,
unintentionally
we'll
one of
use
his
it as
best
an excuse to
performances.
blacklist you.
I have it downloaded,
Just
so
the
it's
kind
on
of
my
shite you'd
PC.
expect from
Okay.
those Sanctist stooges.
He's such a big star now. To look back on his roles back then, he pivoted back to roles like that when he did Killer Joe. The guy who directed The Exorcist did a movie called Killer Joe, and he got Matthew McConaughey to be similar to his performance in Return of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I love it.
You need fear nothing. It is Forden who now stews in his dread. That he seeks the divine relics is common knowledge. But who would simply give up an idol on par with the god's reverence? He has all but commanded that we take it by force. The king's magic ruined his schemes. You humiliated him in the public eye. And in one desperate final grasp for authority, the fool has placed his fate in my hands. Forden's game will soon end. Let us at least give him the finale he deserves.
What are you planning to do?
What? Do you need to hear it repeated? I will give Forden his death.
And what of the king's magic?
You'll see soon enough. For now, you need only follow my orders. Your task is to obtain a certain divine relic on my behalf. The artifact in question is a lance known as Dracodius.
Dracodios. The Draco implies something to do with dragons, I presume?
Suffice to say, the lore behind this particular relic intrigues me. You will acquire it in time for Saints' Day, and bring it to me.
Pretty high stakes, my lord. You sure you want this crop of novices on the job?
Rest assured, my other agents have their own relics I've assigned them to pursue. I've no urgent need for this lance, nor for them, should they fail.
I'll go along and keep an eye on them, shall I? You can bet that if they try and run off with the relic, I'll put a stop to it.
You certainly are attached to them, aren't you?
Well, it's their first formal assignment in the service, after all.
He has two members of the Parapus tribe, which are the furries, basically, with the cat ears, and they're like at the lowest rung of the ladder. Like they're the ones that are discriminated against the most. So, and they trust Louis because Louis was the first person to see them. So it's like Louis is like a Trump figure, basically, in this game. He's not disgusting, violent, stupid like Trump, but he's a populist figure. So he's got these common as muck, like Liverpool, Birmingham accent. Gangsters, basically. It's Peaky Blinders, basically. If you've seen Peaky Blinders Vectored, they've modeled these two characters after the gangsters in Peaky Blinders. Or old 60s Liverpool gangsters.
So be it then. You may act accordingly.
So, my lord, where can we find this fancy lance?
Find your clues elsewhere. You have nothing further from me. Prove you think as well as you fight. May we both find success in the pursuit of our shared vision.
I'm working for the villain of this game. I'm not gonna lie, being in his company, he's actually not as bad as the game makes out. Like, they vilify him, but the more you get to speak to him, this villain, the more he actually makes a lot of fucking sense. That's the best thing about this game. It's kind of subverted the one-dimensional villain thing that Persona had going.
All right.
He talks common sense. His methods are fucked up, but he actually talks a lot of common sense. And he's also reading from the same fantasy book that you're reading from. So you're basically two sides, two factions, working towards a similar goal, but in different ways. So that's where the drama comes in this right now, at this point in the game. There's a book in their world which is banned by the church. It's a book that is basically describing our world, like an idealized version of like our world, like mine, yours, and Geo, like real life world. And they describe it as a megalopolis where all lives are equal. You know, people are safe. There's no crime. There's no racism. It's a fantasy version of our world, and it's a book that's banned by the church, but your character and the villain are reading from the same book. So you're wondering, okay, are you both inspired by this book to change the world for the better? And what way do you go about that? So the way Louis is going about it is different to the way you're going about it. It could be that you guys end up agreeing and aligning. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola. I hope not. I hope not. Jeez Louise. That'll be fucking jokes.
Alright then.
Wonderful. You're not serious. What's it all got to do with us?
Just can't stand it.
Oi!
Hey!
Oh, wonderful.
What am I gonna do, eh?
Grand, innit?
Dear me. Wait a second.
What do you think you're playing at?
Let's see.
No, there's no choices. There hasn't been any pivotal choices so far. I don't think there will be either. And I don't think this game has multiple endings either. At least that's what I gather so far.
Grand, innit? What am I gonna do?
Grand, innit, Vectored? What a view, mate. Grand, innit? Yeah, mate. I think this is the first story they want to tell their way. they need to tell a story the way they want to tell it, I think.
Hey, I beg your pardon, but you have business with me?
Sure.
I'm just
Hey, listen.
incredulous.
Huh? Okay, so...
Let's take a look at these guys, all these character models.
Hey, listen.
I'm just incredulous.
Multiculturalism at its finest, mate. Multiculturalism at its finest, mate.
All right.
Manigatio, Manigatio.
Wonderful.
All right. Where to? Let's go.
Welcome.
Hang on.
Where the Geo at? Where my boy Geo at?
All right then. Go.
Jordamus. If Geo was in the character in this game, he would definitely be called Jordamus. Jordamus.
We'll talk later.
Jordamus. God damn. Look, you have everything, these guys.
All right then.
Wonderful.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater JRPG edition.
Well met, eh?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him. And damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
Why don't we team up?
What? Really? The enemy...
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them. If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
Dude, Japan really fucking hates
It
monotheism.
sounds like you know something of oppression.
Like, one god beliefs.
Details,
Like, fuck
darling.
me.
I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
If it ain't killing a god,
Bent on taking relics by any means necessary.
it's saying that paganism is great.
All seem different.
One god beliefs are share, control, power, blah 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 blah. Like paganism was never used to control the masses.
So that's why you came up to me.
There was a god for
I
every
suppose anyone would want our homeland's
thing that
greatest
ailed
treasure.
you.
The lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly,
No, it's just a common theme in Japanese storytelling is this hatred for Christianity or one god religions, and that the church type figures are used to control the masses. Paganism was used to control people. They would sell you fertility goddesses and statues and stuff. It was a money-making scam. Paganism was. You got fucking warts on your asshole. You got warts on your dick. Here, this god will help you cure that. You can't have a kid. Here, put that statue in your house. It's all a fucking money-making scam. I don't care if it was Shinto gods or it was pagan Hindu gods. This obsession, this dick riding of like they're living in like pre-feudal Japan. Every subplot in fucking Japanese RPGs is about hating on a monotheistic religion. It's usually a church or a Christian adjacent sort of thing. I'm genuinely getting sick and tired of it, to be honest.
The dragon god sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
I was hoping they wouldn't fall into that trope.
An island across
I'm not saying the Christian church wasn't fucking completely savage when it came to treating people that weren't monotheistic. That's fine, but after the 25 millionth time you see the same subplot in a JRPG, you kind of get sick and tired of it. Yeah, we get it, Japan. You still cling to your Shinto gods, man. We get it. You haven't moved on. You're insulated culture that hasn't accepted a multi-faith society. Yeah, we get it, Japan.
It is a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mustari, and it remains the only place in the land where sanctism has not...
They talk about tolerance in this game. What about your intolerance of single faith religions? Single god religions?
I'm not out to abolish sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was.
Take you more fucking seriously if you don't have a fucking chess piece on your fucking head, mate.
I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni. Take my advice. Forget about Dracadios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
I might have attended a big plot beat with question the teachings of Yevon, but I never saw its anti-religious theme. But the thing is, whenever they present the religious orthodoxy of JRPGs, they always model it of Christianity. It's always Christian coded. Their hierarchy, their saint, so their priest class, the architecture, they always model it of Christianity. I know Japan has a history with Christianity. The Christians came to Christianize Japan, and it just wouldn't work, right? They did their fair share of persecuting Christians, fam. We've all seen Scorsese's film, fam. Scorsese isn't a fucking liar, mate. But the thing is, JL, I see it in all JRPGs. It always ends with them killing one god, a god that they view as evil, that's trying to determine everything. And they all believe in these pagan spirits and tree forest gods and this god and that god. This pagan sort of mentality. It's always a pro-pagan, anti-theist narrative subplot. This doesn't go for FF. It goes for Atlas Games. It goes for SMT5. When the vanilla version SMT5, I chose to go with the Law and Order Angel God ending. I made all the choices to align with the angels and the god. And when I finished that game, they made me look so vile and evil at the end of that, in that ending. And even the guy that was watching me stream that at the ending of the vanilla version on Switch, SMT5 said, yeah, you're right. They did make this ending seem kind of like you're a bad person for choosing this ending. And Tales has had it, Final Fantasy's had it, you're always killing a god. A bunch of other JRPGs have had it. And it's just a trope that I'm getting sick and tired of, man.
We don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way. Take my word.
Do you see Western games bashing paganism as much as Japanese games bash theism? That's what I'm trying to say, like in terms of subtext and themes and plots. And this game is overtly trying to be a metaphor for the real world. So they're saying a lot by saying, oh, this filthy church, the church is demonizing the pagans. This is not contemporary history. They're trying to be a metaphor for our world right now, democratic elections. So why are they bringing in Christian churches, persecuting pagans? Ephesus may have involved killing a god, but that's because Kefka. Yeah, Kefka, I understand. Yeah, killing a god is tired, better to kill someone who wants to achieve godhood. Yeah, which they do actually do. So killing Sephiroth, killing Kefka. But the way 16 handled it, not good. The way this handles it, not good. The way Tails has handled it, not good. Yeah, this propaganda. This is JRPG propaganda, Japanese propaganda. The idea of killing a singular theist god, basically.
Well, sounds like Draco Dios is on Virga Island somewhere.
Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural
Bayonetta positions angels and God, or the power, the forces of heaven, as the bad guys in this game. Bayonetta. It's more than a coincidence.
And see ourselves. Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
Dude, I love Neurus, man.
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Tell. You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days. Look, the whole Gladel mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
Two brothers. I think you found them on the street. Louis found them on the street. RE7 have its own Thor's hammer, yeah.
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his run all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmeiland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland.
You know what the most adorable thing is? The voice actor for Neurus used to do narrations and kids' TV shows in Britain, in UK. I watched a bunch of kids, like little toddler kids' TV shows, where this guy's voice actor was doing kids, teaching them ABC, ABCD, 2 + 2 is 4, stuff like that. So it's fucking jokes that he's come up in the world and he's doing a full-on hardcore JRPG voice acting.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? There be monsters and all that rot. You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right.
He's a black dude, an actual black dude. He's the voice actor.
Already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on
Yeah,
Master Louis'
and that was
service.
stupid,
I'm sure I
Gio.
don't
We can
have
all
to
agree.
outline the pecking
Her
order
firing
there.
a,
Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather.
a railgun
running
was
short on
stupid.
beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me. Oh,
It was
well,
actually more
so-
stupid than the finale in the
Besides, you
original
really expect
RE3.
this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Not unlike a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
This is a fine mess.
It was,
Wasn't
man.
expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladel incident.
They did. They need to revisit that game a couple of years' time.
Give me a shout when you're ready.
Release a definitive version that actually fixes all the fucking mistakes they made with that game. That was a DLC. They shut that game out. Can you believe that the Ada DLC for Resident Evil 4 Remake was £7, like $6.99, $7.99, and it's longer than a full game. I love the RE4 Remake Ada DLC. I actually think I'll enjoy the Ada DLC more than the RE4 Remake game. And for $8, that's like 10 hours of content. RE3 Remake was like 5 hours tops. How do you get away with that shit?
Ready to depart? Now then.
All right then.
Absolutely ridiculous, mate.
Let's head there right away.
Why, you?
All right then. Where to? All right then.
Let's go.
Wonderful.
Now what am I to do? Aha. Ready to depart?
We're heading to Marineford, ladies and gents.
Wonder how many days away it is.
We're heading to Marineford, ladies and gents. Joke.
That's where you want to go.
Hold on. This place here.
Well, how could they just... I don't know.
This place here.
And they made the game too linear. It's night and day. RE2 Remake shares so much in common with RE2 that they stand side by side. But it was a demake, just a linear, mindless game. And they made changes to Nemesis that made him forgettable. And they've added forms that are stupid, made him stupid and dumb. It's pathetic.
Oh.
Ha-ha! Tally-ho then!
Yeah, the doggy fucking thing. They just made the character get stupid and stupider rather than smart and smart.
Moving. A fine effort.
Was it ever in doubt? You're the master at the helm, my dear.
Verga Island, eh? Well, I can say it's wholly foreign to me.
'Tis a land within an archipelago where many Mustari live. I've heard their faith involves a special maiden of some kind.
How have they managed to avoid the church's influence? I doubt they've the manpower or arms to fend off the crown theocracy.
There's something there that could overturn history, as the Sanctists tell it. Something so damning they couldn't even afford their soldiers seeing it. So the rumors say, at least. Might just be a conspiracy theory.
As for this
maybe
dragon
Christianity
god's
is
lance,
founded on paganism,
we shall need to
which is a popular conspiracy theory.
Negotiations are even on the table.
Ugh, why all the fuss? Just kill them and take it.
Nothing else works, yeah. Keep it simple.
It's always kill, kill, kill with you two.
Hey, Lord Luis's orders. Don't need to tell you, do I?
yet you'd impugn Count Luis's reputation with wanton massacre. Simple, was it?
Ugh, give it a rest. Are we there yet?
Hard to talk strategy with those two hanging around.
Yeah, I mean, they're really candid, aren't they? They're trying to say that Medium was shit, Blair Witch was shit. And even the creative director of Silent 2 Remake says, one game I'm really proud of is Observer.
That means my husband can go out fishing again.
And they know that their official Twitter page has been trying to sell people shit games.
But I never thought it'd be that boy.
That's the same lad who exposed that lady from Martira, isn't it? He's not bad.
But Verga Island's infamous people. Treacherous. Even the Crown Theocracy struggled with them for years. So how will this shake out? The festivities have just begun.
The Gauntlet Runner takes to the water.
Yeah, which is why I hope this Kronos game
Their destination
pops off for them.
An enigmatic foreign land that not even the long arm of Sanctism can reach. Not all present now would count themselves as allies. Will this prove difficult, or something else entirely?
Nira speaking.
Probably these two brothers will join our party.
Now then.
Oh.
Those Emmys in Metro Dread make me a little uneasy when I hear their beeping. I don't know what they are. They're a new type of enemy.
Let's not.
Oh, robots. Okay.
All right then. Let's go.
Vectored. Look at that view, fam. Look at that view, vectored. Love it. That fucking view as you travel. Cozy, fam.
Speaking of.
FF10, yeah. When you go up onto the top of the ship.
Oh, jeez. Understood.
The truth is,
The boat of the Mimiku, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
that questionable cutscene when you meet Riku.
The truth is,
I don't know how they got away with making a 14-year-old character. The way they handled it in FF14. They doubled down when 10.2 came out, but they never really had any scenes that, apart from a design, obvious design. But in FF10, they fucking sexualized a 14-year-old girl, man. That's fucked up. The introduction scene where she takes off this diving gear, right? The scuba diving gear, whatever it is. Our bed.
then true. The fight is on.
Yeah. It's a bit hard. For me, it's not hard to forget because of how it sticks out in the game. Dude, those are different times, man. Those are different times.
Here we go.
The Leah craze, yeah.
Then
The male gaze, Vector, man. The male gaze is in everything. It's in Japanese. The West is trying to turn their nose up and pretend like the male gaze don't exist.
Reflect off the water's surface. The gauntlet runner reaches the shore, lurking below the surface. In the black and fathomless deep are the eager eyes of predatory hunters. But the party, safe inside their gauntlet runner, relaxes from the burdens of their voyage, gazing out over calm waters.
All right then.
Let's go.
Do you think Substance was just about an old chick getting fired for being old? Yeah, Vector. He just couldn't see through the surface
Time
level.
marches on, and the age of a new king draws
He couldn't see through how many different things it was trying to towards the belly when Pat's and I towards the female gaze. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, we may not watch rom-coms that much, but I've seen a fair few, and they definitely have the female gaze. Women checking out dudes' butts and stuff. A guy awkwardly topless in a situation where he wouldn't be topless. And novels. People never look at the novel book world. How much of the female gaze is in books aimed at women, horny fucking women. Clive is for the female gaze, yeah, definitely.
What now?
Make a couple of these.
All right then.
Go.
Hey.
I see.
His wife admits she would give up her life to fuck a random dude she saw. Also, Eyed Wide Shut talks about it. His wife admits she would give up her life to fuck a random dude she saw. Yeah. I do like the overall message of that film though at the end, that about female gaze and marital issues, but to cherish your wife at the end. This Kubrick has a weird way of telling a moral story, a moral message. Like, cherish your wife, stick with the marriage, don't get yourself into all this fucking nonsense. Sex cult nonsense. You never know where it leads you, mate. Because actually the movie is actually about conspiracy, like a sex cult, powerful people, you know what I mean? Shaping the narrative. And I love the paranoia in that film. I actually hated that movie the first time I watched it, but when I watched it a second time, it was genuinely fucking scary. Genuinely fucking scary. You wonder whether the drug overdose, the woman who died of the drug overdose, just happened to die naturally, accident, or did they kill her to shut her up? You know what I mean? That was one part of it, and the ending I like. It's just like, you know, with Nicole Kidman, it's like, look, just cherish your wife, fam. Stick with the one you love, fam. Don't go into all this debauchery and nonsense. Yeah, she was killed. They were threatening him. They were clearly threatening by leaving stuff on his bed, right? So it's obvious that they were intimidating him because he'd gotten too close to the truth, and that he was probably onto something, thinking they'd, you know, killed her or something. Okay.
All right then.
Let's go.
Yeah, she was killed.
Oh, jeez. Understood.
Yeah, definitely.
The truth is,
I think Kubrick was his last film. I think Kubrick was trying to expose something about Hollywood in that movie. I'm not saying him dying after was like a conspiracy theory. It wasn't. But I think he was trying to expose something about Hollywood, the seedy underbelly of Hollywood, and how they tried to recruit people into these initiations and sex cults. You know what I mean? He was trying to say it's like Bohemian Grove type thing. He was trying to say, I think.
then
Wes Craven in Scream, I forgot which Scream movie it was. It was Scream 1, 2. It was either Scream 3 or 4. It was either yes. I was saying, I think Kubrick was trying to expose Hollywood in that movie. I'm not saying that him dying right after was a conspiracy. I'm just saying that I think for that movie he was trying to expose Hollywood initiations and sex cults and how they tried to recruit people, expose that side of Hollywood in his own way. But actually, there was, I think it was Scream 3 or Scream 4 was trying to expose the Hollywood casting couch. I did a whole binge of the Scream series. I watched 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to the modern ones. And I noticed that 3 or 4, I forgot which one, was exposing casting couch and women being taken advantage of. And it was scary. It was genuinely fucking scary. I still have the tweet of what the guy is saying, like screenshots of the dialogue with subtitles on, and that was scary. How much they were saying without saying. Yeah, Mulholland Drive. David Lynch greatness.
The fight is on. There. Here we go. Then...
Come look at this!
The gauntlet runner halts at a sandy hollow that suddenly arises from the sea. The towering seawall. It is not an island or a reef, but a mass of sand expanding below sea level. There is no sign of a water flow. There are many places in Oceania where the laws of nature fail, but here it is especially evident. The surface drops as though it were gouged out. Still, best not to be distracted by the spectacular. Monsters roam the deep. And
this is the girl. Kalita chick who sold her body for the role. Yep.
Incredible!
Well...
Producer means nothing, just a name on the product. Oh shit, I just saw your tweet. Oh, my Flan is producing. It might be a good sign, Vectored. It might be a good sign. But you can't replicate it, Carrie. I love your replies, Vectored. Scream 1 is, yeah, you should go through the Scream movies. They're actually very... Their meta comedy is actually genuinely fucking amazing. Let me see, 1 second. I'm just trying to remember what Scream it was. Hold on. I just have to type in keywords I remember from those tweets. So this is the era we live in. I gotta search my own fucking tweets. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, these screenshots. It's generally fucking scary. How much they were talking about back then. With horror directors or people who've done horror, they definitely like to expose this stuff. And it's even scarier that the producers of this Scream movie were the Weinstein Company. That's what made the commentary in the film even scarier. I genuinely believe Wes Craven was trying to expose the Weinsteins back then. And the Weinsteins just laughed this subplot off. Like they thought, oh, if we put it in a film, people will consider it a fantasy or fiction. It's scary. It's fucking scary. Either they were trying to normalize it, or it was the director trying to out them. They were actually saying nothing happened to these women that they didn't invite. They actually said that shit. It's fucking scary. So fucking scary. That they actually had this dialogue in a movie by the Weinstein producers, who were probably at the height of their fucking debauchery. I tagged you on Twitter, so... But Scream movies are actually really good. Fidelio and Basilio.
Huh? Enough.
This is the Weinsteins trying to maybe they meddled in the script and they were trying to make excuses for maybe people were kicking up a fuss about the casting couch back then in the 90s or something. But they all knew, man. Anyone as so deeply, intimately associated with the Weinsteins knew about this. We to blame this trafficked woman and young girls. Yeah. I believe Tarantino knew. Tarantino was... the Weinsteins financed so many of Tarantino's movies. They would go to parties, wine and dine together. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind Tarantino knew. But because he's too big, he gets a fucking hall pass for some fucking reason.
Huh? That is well. I see.
Let's go.
All right.
Here.
As the water sparkling in the setting sun begins to lose the light shimmer, the gauntlet runner reaches the calm surface of the reef. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder
Salo.
how to spend the evening hours.
Salo.
What terrible rain. Twill be a storm soon enough. Can this vessel withstand it?
Is Salo a movie or
Do it
something?
better than me, at least. Suppose we do owe Forden, if only because he handled that sea monster. Closure, etc.
Did we hit a rock out there or something? Back in a mo, I'll go sneak a look outside.
Those fool brothers are still abed, even in this tempest? Bloody Parapus. Almost makes one envy them.
Right, I heard. You aren't too fond of the Parapus. They both had horrible upbringings, those two. But they really do have kind hearts behind the glares. They've risked their lives for mine countless times. One time, I asked what I could do to repay them, and they came over all red-faced. We'd like to hear you sing, Lady Juna. Your voice is awful pretty, Lady Juna.
Is this a joke to you? You think an outcast Ujief is in no position to speak ill of the Paripus?
What? No, I didn't mean...
Bloody hell, how does anyone sleep on this old bucket? You feel that shaking earlier?
I love it. My nigga, Heisman is a racist.
With a knife. What were you two on about?
About how we'll get that lance.
Oh, good.
Was Salo
while we were
affected?
asleep, eh?
Salo.
We don't have to keep dancing around it, do we, Del? Why can't we be straight with him? Just come out with it, yeah? Tell him you still ain't sure that stuff with Glottel was on the level.
If even we're suspicious, there's no way Lord Luis hasn't worked it out already. Not that it matters to me, anyway. Still,
dude,
to
what
make
the
sure,
fuck?
See for myself whether Lady Juna is
when
on
the
our
fuck did they make
side
that movie?
or not.
Come on, you two.
I've seen one fucked up movie in my life. One very, very fucked up movie in my life. But dude, that sounds like something that takes the cake.
It's a monster! A great briny beast! Everyone to the deck, quick!
But when was this movie made?
What's happening?
What the fuck?
Our prep.
Nice have that director was killed after making it. Have you seen this movie, Vected? Have you seen this movie? I won't judge. I'm not judging. I'm sure people got curious. Oh, you've seen it? Is it fucked up? Like explicit and fucked up. The 70s were probably the era where it was completely normal for this stuff.
No way! Oh, come on.
Messed up.
What is that thing?
It is fucked and not worth watching. Good. Yeah, probably why I like Sailor then. Yeah, you're probably right then.
The hell are you doing? This is supposed to be you helping those in need. Oi, tell!
Now! Hurry!
You alright, Del? You realize this changes nothing. We're still...
Is that a human?
Don't charge straight at it. We've got the arms. We'll clear him out of the way.
Got it. If we don't kill the thing, we're all sunk.
Don't get used to it.
Yeah! Come on over there!
Now's our chance!
We'll slice up some more of the bastard's legs, stick to the body, and take out what limbs you can. I don't know about you, but I'm not dying today. Let's get this over with.
If this keeps up, the runner's wrecked! Can we get those giant legs off us?
It's a must-watch for cinephile. Dude, it's a must-watch for pedophile. So it never lived up to the hype then, Vector. That's fucked up.
I won't hold back!
Nice hit! That was perfect!
Merchant! Let's make an end of it. Not the right move. Merchant!
Right on target! Nice one, Stroll! This is just what I need! Let's do this together!
Hold nothing back!
Might as well put some effort in this.
Wealth may be a fierce with blade in hand!
All right! Smite him, Hulk!
Merchant!
Push retracted! That should make things a little easier on you. Nice dodge! You've got some fancy footwork, Stroll. If we can take out some legs,
Merchant!
that'll be less attack to deal with, right?
I shall vanquish evil.
I've got just the dance for you. You might say it's to die for. I'll leave this to
I
you.
won't fail you.
Merchant!
We're not out of this yet!
Helpful as ever.
Thank you.
In an interview, Tarrant said he likes that it gets a reaction from the audience, speaking about people that hate the film, China cinema. Yeah, fuck him.
Nothing.
That's the excuse he uses. He's recommended morally bankrupt movies like Boogie Nights and raunchy Lolita fucking movies. He thinks it's about pushing art and pushing the envelope. No, it's pushing degeneracy. That's what it's about.
You see that? Merchant!
Right on target. Nice one, Stroll.
Assassin! I'll take this. You're going to your name, eh?
I stand come!
All right! Smite him, Hulk!
Let's go!
merchant! I call upon royal power within!
Now accept your fate.
Boogie Nights was not good. Even Mark Wahlberg was embarrassed for doing that film. It was just about pornography. They made a movie about the pornography industry. There Will Be Blood, Phantom Thread are my two favorite movies of his. Punch Drunk Love is decent. Phantom Thread is Daniel Day-Lewis's last film. It's really good. Which movie, Vectored?
Now, what's the play?
Because people measure it against There Will Be Blood. It's an amazing romance movie. I think it might be Boogie Nights. The Boogie Nights because it's so subversive. Because it's a satire comedy movie about pornography. That's why people think it's pushing art. You're pushing the boundaries of art. No, it isn't. It is semi-glamorizes the pornography industry. And that's why Tarantino keeps saying that he likes Boogie Nights more than There Will Be Blood. He's a creep. Tarantino's a fucking creep. The Master was decent. The Master's good.
No holding back.
We neither timid nor
That's the one about the Scientologist, the founder of Scientology. Inherent Vice, the Joaquin Phoenix one, it's weird and bizarre. I liked Inherent Vice. I liked it. I didn't mind how long There Will Be Blood was. It felt like a saga. It felt like a dynasty, like a story or a saga. That's what I liked about that.
Assassin! Some darker arts.
Is everyone alright? Let justice prevail.
Yeah, he was amazing. Him and what's his name? Daniel. I forgot his name. The actor, the underrated actor who was in Prisoner. He was in the Prisoner movie with Hugh Jackman. The guy they blamed for the kidnapping or the killing.
That'll do. Nice. I feel stronger already.
Yeah, The Master's good. It's got Amy Adams and the guy that passed away.
We overcame it somehow.
That slightly pudgy actor that passed away. Yeah, it's good.
Still monsters out here.
The Master's good.
Forden lied.
Either he lied, or he didn't know. Maybe
Yeah, Paul Dano, that's the one. Paul Dano was fucking fantastic in There Will Be Blood.
First time we've seen you lot really cut loose. That sure was magic, even with no igniters. Guess that's the kind of power that kills humans. And you can do it too, Lady Juna.
Well, I picked it up from him.
From another film we did school for. Yeah.
Improvising love. But we'd never have
It's good though. If you recycle, you shouldn't be illegible.
Thank you.
Of course, my lady.
You too, Fidelio.
Don't mention it. Wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Wait, something's amiss. I still hear water flowing, but it's coming from inside the runner.
Blast! We're dipping awfully low. Getting a bit soggy in here, chums.
Hold on, we're sinking. You've got to be kidding.
Bail the water. You two,
Yeah.
help us.
What?
He's
You can't
really
just
good.
order us. Oh, this bloody rust bucket.
There's a horror movie I watched. Another D-Lo actor. It was Late Night with the Devil. An interview with a girl that's possessed.
Time marches
Put that
on,
on your list.
and the age of a new
Late
king
Night with the
draws
Devil.
nearer.
In regards to Johnny Greenwood, who would have known a guitarist would end up such a solid film composer. Yeah.
You're right.
It's the actor who plays mentally ill characters in movies. He was in Dark Knight. Sorry, he was in The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. He was a crazy person in a bunch of other films. But Late Night with the Devil, he finally got a starring lead role, which is fucking really good. Then again, Dan Elfman was in Oingo Boingo and then composed film scores. Yeah, a lot of these people start out as musicians, like indie musicians. They get their big break from movies.
And so... Goodbye.
I think Korn did music for Silent Hill. The band KOR. Somebody from the band KOR and Korn did music for Silent Hill Downpour, one of the theme songs. And it's not unheard of for metal bands to get into music thing. He has a creepy mentally challenged face. Yeah.
All right then.
And so... Well... Then...
Honestly, the Silent 2 soundtrack is a masterclass of atmosphere and creepiness. It is. The sound design deserves a fucking award. If it's got so much competition in the Game of the Year, but audio design, it fucking needs an award. It's so good. I've never been that guy, play the game with headphones, Once I replace my headphones, I go, okay, fine, fuck it, 3D audio, I'll play this game with headphones instead of TV speakers. And dude, it's a fucking game changer. There's subtle audio you won't hear if you listen to TV speakers. It's so good. So good.
I believe... But...
Are you talking about frequent whispers, or are you talking about one particular whispering scene? There are some things in this game that are just there to throw people off. The creative director even came out and said to one of David Jaffe's tweet, David Jaffe was overthinking shapes in the environment, looking like humans or jump scares, and the creator was like, some of them are, but most of them are. Oh, the loud one. Now, there's no reasoning behind that. It's the whispers are actually the voice actors training their voices in the voice booth. That's where those whispers came from in the original game. It was just voice actors whispering, mumbling to to get their voice ready for the recording session. But they decided to use those audios because it threw people off. There's 2 or 3 different moments in this game where they start doing random shit.
Look at that.
Yes. My apologies.
Holy shit, he gave me something gold. What the hell?
Take this.
Fart face is so iconic, yeah. They actually repeat it more times than the original game. It's kind of cute and endearing that she just loves that word, calling people fart face. When she meets you when she's sitting on top of the graffiti wall with the letter, she calls you dum dum. What's a dum dum like you doing here anyway? It's such a 90s comeback insult. The thing is, I did this short review of this on my Twitter review, and Laura's actually is the part I like least about this version compared to the original. But Laura's still decent. They still effectively convey her character. I won't spoil it, but there's a scene right at the end in room 312. It's delivered in a way where I don't like her character as much as the original. But it's a small thing, but you'll see. You'll see.
What to pick?
But that was my only big gripe about the remake. Alright.
What now?
Holy shit, that's good. Falcon Ankler, what the fuck? What the fuck? Who the fuck do I give that to? Let's give it to... Dude, he gave me an OP. I am all stats +5. Maybe give it to Juna for now.
That is...
Rank 7, are you fucking kidding me?
I found new power.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that David Jaffe felt. Some people think that she's Mary's kid. This is why I want people to finish the game, because a lot of this stuff is explained later. David Jaffe thought, "Oh, it's Mary's child. Is a figment." You can see her as a symbol of innocence. It's not the first time it's not the last time they've used a kid to represent the innocence or the best qualities or the purest form of someone. So Silent 4 does the same thing with the villain. It has a kid that represents him, but with Laura, it's explained in the game. If you read all the memos, or like who she is. But even if you don't find the memo, they flat out tell you what her relationship is to Mary and stuff. So,
of course.
Really? New skills, new possibilities.
Okay, nice, Gio. I'll be watching your Texas Chainsaw Massacre reaction. So if I miss that, if I'm not there, just excuse me. He sometimes does watch-alongs on his Twitch to movies, full watch-alongs. Yeah, live watch-alongs. What? Why isn't this working? Oh, 15. Oh, wow.
Well met. Be well.
All right then. Where to? Let's head there right away.
So you're doing Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Alright, I'm gonna end the stream. It's getting late. I need to go watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre. For your information, there's a technical difficulty at the end. The first countdown. Okay. I'll sync it up as best as I can.
As reported by a crier, it's the elder boy who brought Joanna to the judging.
So he stands with Luis then. No doubt he seeks Dracodius.
A gambit to steal the public's gaze, perhaps. Taking a prize from the only land beyond the church's reach. Laughable. The reason we leave those barbarians alone is that we've nothing to gain from them.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's
Your
perfect
Eminence?
Mm, merely a passing thought.
Let him chase the lance. It changes nothing. With the dawn of Saints' Day, your Eminence's authority will be unshakable as the mountains.
As long as we tell the public that these divine relics truly originated in Sanctism, yes, that should do. The candidates gathered at the Saints' Day Festival will be under the protection of the King's magic. Some of them may use that as a shield to sow violence and discord.
I am aware, Your Eminence. Please, leave everything to your humble servant.
The whole open narration, as a matter of fact. Okay. Textures went underneath Chinatown and Godfather Part 2 for me with films in 1974. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Chinatown is like a heavy hitter, and Godfather 2 is as well.
Narrowly escaping the threat of the sea monster, the party rides the currents of the inland sea to their destination, Virga Island. Virga is a word given to the island by the mainland, meaning uncivilized. But its inhabitants give this name no purchase. Put another way, we are trespassers from a country that has unilaterally regarded the islanders as heretics. To forget this is to invite pointless conflict, as though it knows it is unwelcome. The gauntlet runner glides silently onto the island's less populated rear shore.
Yeah, which is why it's understandable why it would be below those two. It's not nowhere near as good as those two.
I can't take this heat. It's enough to cook a man alive.
Ugh. All my air fur is stuck together.
Do we really have to go this way? There was a beautiful beach just over there.
Chin up now, milady. Easy to get a good backstab when you're coming up behind him, see?
There will be no stabbing, back or otherwise. Honestly.
It's at least true that coming at them head-on would only alarm them. First, we need to find out where this lance is.
You can bet the runner won't be spotted here, eh? Got the wide ocean on all sides. The old girl's not exactly unscathed from the beastie's clutches, so I'll stay back for a spot of repairs. Good luck on the lance hunt, what?
Who's there? Are you from the outside?
What's wrong?
Wait, what? Private parts and Howard Stern? I fucking hate Howard Stern. I know the Baba Booey thing though. I just laughed that off, but I fucking hate Howard Stern. Howard Stern is on the wrong side of so many fucking arguments.
I thought I heard a voice.
A voice? Whose?
All that salt air gets your head. Our chances out here already aren't looking too good.
So, how do we find this lance?
Ideally, we blend in with the locals, gather information. But if they really are all Mustari, that might be a bit tricky. Let's see. To start with, we could try staying hidden and observing the village from afar.
Parts, bloody
Sounds like a
hell.
right hassle. How many days would you have?
Howard Stern is another degen.
Fair point. How long can we actually stay on this island?
Well, given the deadline for arriving in Altabury, it would be best to get the lance and leave by September the 5th.
The sooner we're out of here, the better. Let's go.
Hey, does this place look familiar to you?
We may be a bit lost.
You're kidding! We can't afford to get lost on some godforsaken island! This is a disaster! Oh, I'm sweating through my outfit! And these weird bugs. I've had enough!
What I give for the snack and a cold tub to dunk me head in.
Need you voice every little complaint? You are not the only ones enduring this trek.
Quiet a moment. Running water nearby. Sounds like an open space. Could be a natural spring of some kind.
What? Really? Let's head that way.
Phew. I suppose. We might as well, if we're lost.
Whoa! It's drinkable. Much clearer than the capital's water, too.
Oh, brilliant. I could use a dip to get the salt off me.
Who are you? Can you hear me? Then surely you must be a messenger of the Dragon God.
Is something amiss?
I'm imagining things.
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Wet t-shirt competition.
Could it be
It's a wet
villager?
t-shirt competition, mate.
You must be the...
Priestess!
Oh, she's a yeah.
Hey, Del.
She's a... Okay, she's a Mustari.
Refantazio, you're not of this island!
Wait, listen!
Seize them!
Behave yourselves. Now, you're a candidate for the throne, are you not? Here to steal Dracodios, no doubt.
Navi.
Not content with that, you
She's
befouled the
almost
priestess's
as
cleansing
annoying as
pool.
Navi.
We need hear nothing further. You shall all be executed.
Fastest trial I've had.
Calm down. First off, you can't kill a candidate. Have you not heard of the king's magic?
You beg for your life in vain, wretch.
Hail, I'm told the priestess is ready.
Accept your fate. You're not getting out either way.
What do we do now?
It seems the brothers have fled. Perhaps they've gone to report to Neros.
I doubt it. Those thugs are here for the lance alone. They care nothing for us.
We can work with that. Can't return without the lance anyway. But I'd rather see if we can break ourselves out instead of counting on them to save us.
By the way, anyone else find it strange that they recognized a candidate at a glance? I wasn't expecting news to travel this far.
Probably my fault, I'm afraid. They had a lot of questions, and they weren't gentle about asking.
Who the fuck? Who the fuck is this?
Well,
oh, it's that
fancy
guy.
meeting you here.
This fucking loser.
What did you do this time?
Oh, you wound me, sir. I was hoping the word of the crown theocracy might be worth something here. Turns out, they prefer chains, the questions.
But why are you here?
Why
else?
Link?
I heard some helpless
Why
one-headed
Link?
twit of a candidate
Geo?
crossed the waters to Verga Island, so I naturally had to follow. I'd thought stowing away on that Mustari candidate ship might get me safely on the island, and...
Oh, because of her ears. Okay.
And now who's the
Yeah, I just got it. I just got it now.
ridiculous. Why would a crier go to such lengths anyway?
Seemed as good an opportunity as any.
She looks like Makima from Chainsaw Man with pointy ears.
Really is.
If you snap,
For now,
take her ears
you may
off,
as
she
well be
looks
patient.
exactly like Makima.
You'll have your opening soon enough.
Chainsaw Man.
The people here, well, you'll find they aren't as monolithic as they'd like.
Scrawny boy, Link. Not Power. Makima, the red-headed woman who runs the squad.
Have you heard? The Sanctus Church has ordered its adherents to
Power
seize
is
all
the
divine
girl,
relics.
the other girl,
Those zealots go too far.
with the
Surely
teeth.
this must be the reason for the Dragon God's wrath.
Don't be alarmed, everyone. Please remain calm. Master Adeni, there are trespassers upon our island, from ships other than the trade vessels. But we have already captured
wants to
them.
bet Ashes
Reportedly,
very rare.
one
It's
is a
so-
candidate, one is a crier from the Sanctus Church. They seek Dracodios, the lance of the Dragon God. Until now, the Church has hesitated to intrude in our homeland. We can only assume they are making their move.
I knew it. They think they're untouchable. No offense is beneath them.
That damned Borden. He's not just after our relics. He would silence us forever.
Master Adeni, put them to death!
Yeah, I know,
Let
I
us
know.
see justice served!
Wait. Our captives
Also,
have done nothing
Ethan
to hurt any
stapling
of
his
the
hand
others.
onto
Why do you hesitate?
his dismembered
If they would pervert our dearest
stump
beliefs, then they deserve only
is
to
a
be
good
sacrificed.
reference. But They addressed that, by the way. Yeah, same here, Gio. I think they're taking their time with Andor Season 2, as they should. As they should. That is the only Star Wars property left worth a damn. Acolyte bombed. It's not getting a Season 2. This new TV show, Goonies in space, thing they're doing Star Wars. It looks like it's going to flop as well. Andor Season 2 is going to be the one.
Talk of justice, of sacrifice.
Master Adeni, would you see us repeat the tragedy of the past? With all respect, you abandoned your chase for the throne. You returned to your rightful home. Surely you have accepted that our traditions are the only way. Because of your indecision. Because you faltered in your faith to the Dragon God. Your father and mother both.
I will have silence.
Yeah, Gio. And the Force is female, apparently.
Master Adeni, please.
And
the sacrifice.
Darth Plagueis learned about the power of
I have just purified myself for the spring.
creation
I'm ready
from
to
lesbians.
serve our people's sacrifice. I am a priestess.
This would have gone nowhere
I
good
have known
if they
from
continued.
birth that my life's greatest impact would be as an offering to the Dragon God. Indeed, it brings me great pride. I can serve my village in a way the priestesses in times of peace could not. If our island might be saved, I will gladly.
It had its moments. It had its moments, Gio. But
we will not forget your sacrifice.
It couldn't fight the culture wars. It didn't have enough going for it to fight the culture wars.
Our salvation, our future.
It couldn't survive the memes.
I will accompany her to the altar in the Dragon Temple, where Draco Dios rests.
I rate the fact they killed off so many pivotal characters. Nobody had plot armor in this show. They killed off like main characters.
Dragon Temple?
3 or 4 main
Sounds
characters.
like that's where we'll find our lads.
I did a bit of reading on Verga Island once. Army reports say it's surrounded by an archipelago, otherwise uninhabited. And one of them islands is nothing but a massive temple.
Not another soul on them. Strange lot, these pagans. Gotta be bloody stupid to build your big important temple out where nobody can get to it.
Could be.
Yeah, vectored.
Or maybe they weren't the ones who built it.
The two
Either way, we'll need a ship.
My only issue with this
Sounds like we
series
better hurry and bail
was
out
the
you
main
free
characters.
All this stink in the square probably means less guards.
This
on duty.
angry, sassy black character.
Come on, Del, we can't leave him high and dry. The fair lady Juna likes him, don't she?
They don't know how to do female characters, likable female characters. And women now think that women don't have to be liked in a show.
You knew going in they might be our traitors.
But when you write a male character that's unlikable, you write them with nuance. They have their sides, right? But when they write female characters
You're not still hating from the sea,
who are
are you?
morally grey, they just make them
fine.
angry and
We'll wait till
unlikable.
nightfall. Shadowy business, all this.
They'll never write them as like a D'Angelo Barksdale, like The Wire. They'll write them as
Lady
angry,
Juna.
angry.
Let's get those bindings off. Easy does it now.
Yeah, exactly. Ahsoka,
Calm
Leia,
down, you
Padme.
amateurs.
Yeah, Mon Mothma and Andor too. Yeah, I really liked Mon Mothma in Andor.
We know
She
where the
was
lance is.
really
Let's
fucking
move.
good.
Wait, aren't you going to untie the others?
We're your bodyguards, not theirs.
What?
Andy Serkis,
Tell me you
amazing.
follow orders to the letter.
I've already told you we can't trust these people, and now it's clear we can't even trust them to protect you.
The whole final act of Andor was like Battle of Algiers, the movie
He's one of
Battle
us
of
now.
Algiers.
Lord
So
Louis
good.
gave him direct personal
Andor's
orders,
mum, yeah.
and you'd still leave him to die. I promised Lord Louis I'd keep an eye on him too. If you get him killed,
It was meant to
I'm
be
the one who's failed.
a French colonization of Algeria,
Appropriately stealthy cheers for cooperation.
and
And I'd
it
be very
felt
much
like that
obliged if
when I was
some
watching that film.
Spirit could get me untied too.
They held the funeral to flush out Andor, Cassian Andor, like they were trying to flush out Ali Lapointe, this terrorist, this Algerian terrorist.
We could just shut him up permanently.
No doubt.
Aunt Petunia and
Don't
Harry
wanna
Potter,
leave a
yeah.
mess. If things get dicey, we've got some meat shields at the least, eh?
Gonna need all the manpower we can get if we want that lance.
Is the lance somewhere dangerous?
Well, about that. Turns out this dragon god might be a bit more real than we thought. And more bent out of shape.
They're sacrificing some village lass to it, and the crowd was scared stiff besides. We can't rule out that this dragon's more than a folktale.
So we're to face a dragon? Well, that's just lovely. Untie everyone this instant. Or do you fancy better chances with fewer swords?
Oh, fine, I get it. Just give me a second. Oi, kid. Don't make me regret this.
Nice to be back on the team.
You're completely mental, you know that. Just don't drag us down. Fine, just get over here.
By the end
and
of
I'll
3
let you
is where
loose.
it grabs you. They purposely put 3 episodes out of Andor for that very reason, Geo, instead of 2. They knew that the hook would arrive at the end of the 3rd one.
Considering the size of the island, there's only the one settlement. The chief's young, too, goes by Edeni or something.
Edeni? Was he not the Mustari candidate we met before? I'd no idea he was this island's ruler.
Gio, you should add likes to your letterboxd.
For the temple on one of the deserted islands. That's where we find the lance. Oh, and the girl marked for death is his sister.
His own sister?
Something about appeasing the dragon god's anger. All these islanders worship it, and they say the calamities come from its fury.
Is that true?
Course not. Just don't know whether all this superstition is rooted around an actual dragon or a made-up one.
Fair point. I'm curious about this Draco Dios being a divine relic myself. If it was found in that temple, then the temple's probably an ancient ruin. Might be the perfect den for a dragon.
Should this creature exist, mortal sacrifice is beyond all reason. No torment is worth taking an innocent life for.
Oh, that's rich from a fallen knight. You think nobody makes sacrifices out there in the real world? Or is all that below you, eh? You ask me, I say at least these people are doing what needs to be done.
Huh, fair enough. Though it would seem beyond
Yeah,
the
I
pale,
like means
it
that
is not our scale of
it's a
morality
personal
that measures
favorite
them.
of yours.
Yet I refuse to stand idly by while innocent lives are at stake.
Who cares about what they do with their lives? We're here for the lance. Got enough problems without you trying to fix theirs.
These people offer up their very lives for peace. They'd only ever told me these lands were wild and uncivilized, but it's like seeing sanctism reflected in a mirror.
We'll get the
Yeah, I'm
spirit,
ending
of course,
soon, Gio.
but we won't let anyone
But
die.
I need to go watch Texas Chainsaw.
That should be good enough. We've been saying it since the beginning. We help
Just
anyone
this
in
game
need.
will let me off the
No
leash.
exceptions.
Fucking hell.
Right, my friend?
Yeah, you can only have 4 favorites vectored. Sorry, Gio. So your 4 personal favorite movies. They don't even have to be 9s or 10s out of 10. They can just be your 4 personal favorite movies.
You seem confident. Thanks to your influence, I suppose.
Indeed. 'Tis the path we've chosen. Let us withdraw to the Sea Runner first. It shall bear us across the waters to this temple island.
Go on. Give them a chance.
Please, help my sister.
Wait,
Please help my sister Yufa. The temple full of Makla.
Pull yourself together, man. He's barely breathing.
Did he just say Magla? I wonder what happened.
We need to get him to the Gauntlet Runner. No, it is too deep a wound for its capabilities. To the village, then.
what, are you mad? You just broke yourselves out of that damned place.
We cannot leave him to die.
I don't understand you lot.
No, this could work out for us. He's the island's chief, right? If we save his life, the whole village might come around on us.
What are you talking about? We already know where the lance is. All we have to do now is take it.
And how about this? I'll follow him because I'm assigned to keep an eye on him. And you have to keep an eye on me because you're my bodyguards, right?
Fine. Be my guest. But if it comes down to you or the lance, you know I'll have to take the lance. Whatever happens, I can't trust anyone but my family. And my Lord Luis.
Well, Batlin, looks like you'll have to repay the favor a bit earlier than expected. Go tell Neurus what's going on. To be honest, it's possible we won't make it
He
back.
prefers part 1 over
Getting
2.
a bit messy, this.
Does he?
Not that I mind. Consider the favor returned. The gauntlet
2 is
runner's just
superior in every
further
way to
down,
the first
right?
one.
Right. We'll carry this man back to the village. Give me a hand.
Dog boy, cat boy, dog boy.
Where am I?
Chief!
I'm still alive.
You're in one of my spare rooms at the inn.
You see, these people brought you here.
Wonders never cease. It's you. But you were being hunted. How did you manage to return safely?
2 of my companions acted as decoys to draw the soldiers away. That was all it took for us to sneak in.
Chief, what
Holy
happened?
shit, it's been
Where
like
is
20
your
minutes of
sister?
cutscenes.
We made it to the temple, but the air was thick with magla. Some of the island's beasts have turned feral.
My friend prefers 1 over 2 too.
The
Because
melancholia
Japanese
set in.
focus, yeah, the
They
weebs
made
love the
short
first
work
one.
of our guards. Yufa and I were separated. I was the only one who fled to the sea.
The second one does most of the development and
Then
heavy
we need to
lifting.
gather more troops.
The character
If we
development.
don't act, the ritual...
Her character
No.
is
Our
one-dimensional in
soldiers
the first
can't stand
film.
against those horrors.
In
We'll
the
only be
second
sending
movie,
more to
that
their
gives
deaths.
all the development,
But-
but you actually give
Then
a
we
shit.
can do the honors. We've our own reasons to see the lance, and such monsters do not frighten us. But there's something I need to ask you first. Assuming we find your sister, what would you have us do with her? Are we ensuring you complete the sacrificial ritual? Or are we bringing her back?
Please, bring her home. When we left for the Temple Island, I'd intended to let Yufa escape. But when I saw no fear or hesitation in her eyes, I faltered. That's when I realized. It's not just the fate of the island that we've placed on her shoulders. She's been trying to bear all our fears and anxieties. Her life is in your hands. Even if her sacrifice would save us,
I do consider
I
them
don't
one
care.
movie though.
Please
I like to
save
see them
her
as one movie.
from the curse we've placed on
Tarantino
her.
says that he sees them as one movie.
Well said. Spoken like a true leader.
It's like
Leave it to
Dune,
us.
Dune Part 1
I
and Dune
pledge
Part 2.
we will see her safely returned. You've no objections, I trust, Captain?
These movies are both mediocre without each other. This is why I didn't like the second movie. I like it if I consider Dune 1 and 2 the same, one big movie. But even then, the villains are one-dimensional in the second movie. It has no heart. And Dune I prefer over 2 because the fall of House Atreides is the heart of is the tragedy, is the heart of these films. But so all the heart's in the first movie, and it gives you, it's indecisive and inconclusive basically. It's like a prologue, and then this is why people say they actually prefer Ground Zeroes to Phantom Pain. You've probably heard a lot of people say, okay.
It'll be dangerous.
Well, nothing new.
Right. We'll save your sister. In return, though, would you be willing to lend us Dracodios?
So be it.
What? That is the very symbol of our faith.
If they've the strength to overcome the Temple's trials, then they could have already taken the lance for themselves. Yet still they seek permission. I trust them. It seems like they really do believe in what they say.
But they're not like us. They're outsiders.
It doesn't matter what tribe they are. They're people just like us. If the race on the mainland taught me anything, it's that.
Wait, it'll take more than a day to save her, right? Not to be morbid, but will your sister survive that long?
She knows those halls better than I do. If she's found a safe enough chamber, she can stay out of sight. And I made sure to bring food to the temple when we left. She could survive for even 4 weeks. Yufa is a priestess. She knows her life is too valuable to the ritual not to keep going. Your offenses will
Yeah,
be
which is
pardoned. Anything
people.
you
This
need
is
outside of the
something
vial.
similar. Someone said
So
about
please,
Ground
say
Zeroes
you
and Phantom Pain. Some people prefer Ground Zeroes, the prologue. It
Well,
creates the
glad we
stakes,
talked our way out of being
the
thrown
drama.
back in a cell. This place is rather
This is
cozy,
why splitting things up is
especially
such a
compared to
bad move.
prison.
To be
I
free
don't
of the
like this
bugs
part
is
1,
its
part
own
2
comfort.
bullshit. Scorsese gets to
Broilhaven.
release a 3.5-hour movie
Rundown hovels do you, Bordy?
in cinema
Finally,
or
we may
Netflix,
come and go
but
as we
other
please.
directors have to split their movies
Even
up.
if we must bow to Luis's whim, we need not draw the same ire.
I know, right? But lifting the prince's curse will only be the beginning. The public has to recognize him as the rightful king too.
Considering the road ahead, it might do to help as many people as we can while we hunt the Lance. And ideally, keep the other candidates in check too.
All done with negotiations, are you?
I don't know what we'd do without you. It's amazing how you can lead those guards on such a long chase and turn up none the worse for wear.
No one alive can catch a couple of platypus lads in the woods.
Our job's to get the Lance. I assume that hasn't changed? Then nothing else matters.
Well then, let's lay out our situation. Our destination is the Dragon
Could have
Temple,
been an epic
built
show
on a
though,
nearby
yeah.
deserted island. Once there, we search the temple for the divine relic, Dracodios. And while we're in there,
The problem
we'll
with
also
the
be
Delhi
looking for the
villain
village
now,
priestess, Yufa.
he's less interested in dialogue and feels an emotion investment and more
According
interested
to
in
Edeni, the Lance's
fancy
actual
imagery.
place in the temple is a close guarded secret.
It just has no
known only to
heart.
the priestess
Just
herself.
really dull, bland performances apart from maybe Javier
We've got
Bardem
two
and
problems to worry about.
one or two other
Firstly,
characters.
by now, the temple's positively awash with melancholia. We should expect monsters, and lots of them. And secondly, there is a possibility that this dragon god of theirs is an actual living, and therefore angry, dragon.
Hope we don't have a battle like that ahead of us. But we'd better make sure we don't lose if we do.
And be quick about it, yeah? If you miss your deadline, Lord Luis will assume you're all traitors.
That puts our deadline in 17 days. Beyond that, we can't say if the priestess would survive.
Your pardon?
Dude, can this cutscene just fucking end?
You're going to save Priestess
They've been
Yufa.
talking non-stop for 20 fucking minutes.
Wouldn't have to if you hadn't sent her to die.
Yes, I know. You're exactly right. But you have to understand, not everyone here wanted sacrifice. To see a girl her age going willingly to die. She's as young as my own child.
They haven't
It's
even
not
let me
right.
explore this place.
Please.
They've just
We will
taken me
see the
through a whole
girls
bunch of
safely home.
cutscenes.
You have our word.
Tis a strange irony. We came only for the lance, but even that pursuit has earned us a chance to save a life.
Hardly familiar. You sought me intent on capture, and instead convinced me to join you. You have a knack for opening doors others have closed.
This is gonna be, it's gonna be very difficult for me to give this a
Let's
9
get
out
some
of
rest
10,
for tomorrow.
like everyone else gave
Been
this.
lost in the
I
wild
think
and
people
captured
are
by
giving
soldiers really
this
takes
game
it out of you.
too much slack. Yeah, Vector, that's exactly the situation right now. I would have ended an hour ago, but this has been going on for 40 minutes. 40 minutes.
We gotta prep.
I have, no time. There we go. Oh shit. They're using Indian chanting. They're using Indian chanting now. Tikata, tikata. Pagans, India, man. I take care, man.